What's up, boys and girls? Just a reminder, we do have a Patreon, and for only $10 a month, this is actually a patron right here. For only $10 a month, you get 4 extra episodes, and they're unbelievable. Today's with Mo in the hills in this beautiful mansion. It was special. So please subscribe to our Patreon. Help us out.
I was literally just telling Leo today, there's absolutely no other Patreon that I get the value that I do out of Danny Mullen's Patreon. If you're not subscribed or if you're not a part of the Patreon now, you're tripping. Get on it now.
Get on it. Thank you, boys. I'll see you soon. Peace.
Peace.
Welcome, everyone, to a really special edition of the Leo and Danny Show. We are, we're in Mount Olympus, one of the best neighborhoods in L.A. No doubt some shenanigans have gone down right in this house.
Indeed.
I don't feel right being on a mountain named after a Greek god. Having somebody with Mo's physique in the building. Wow. You're not an Olympian, Mo.
He does look like the little, the little like angels that surround like Hercules, because we're actually on Hercules land.
The chubby naked angel.
Yeah, we are on
the
Hercules.
chubby little
Hercules Road. Hercules Road.
Hercules.
Drive.
I don't think the Greeks would have a Sri Lankan angel, though. They wouldn't have a chubby Sri Lankan angel flying around Mount Olympus.
No, they would have,
Maybe a slave.
much like Leonidas in 300 kind of just kicked that Persian into a hole. You think, what are the chances Mo would have been kicked?
Well, let's just look right now, Leo. If you, the audience at home, feel free to watch the cameras on the YouTube feed. Mo right now has a beautiful vista behind him. You can see Century City, you can see Venice Beach, you can see West Hollywood. You think if Leo, stood right on the edge of the yard there and you just Spartan kicked him as hard as you could, you think he'd be taking a tumble down like 1,000 feet of Hollywood Hill?
He would no doubt need to go to the hospital. I think he's done. He probably ends up in some producer's yard face down. Producer probably doesn't even waste any time in his meeting. He probably sees Mo and goes, "Oh, there's a dead Bangladeshi guy."
Come on, I thought it was,
and then
it was migrants.
I'm trying to get my pool house roof redone. That's the third death this week, and then they just have they just bury him in the fucking in the coyotes. Actually, the coyotes just probably come and pick his carcass apart.
They take care of it, They take care of it. He's a heavy-set gentleman, too, so he's definitely going to make some dents in the terrain on the way down, I believe.
Yeah,
terraforming.
You're gonna fuck up somebody's gardening.
I'm a gardener. I'm a terraformer. That's how I roll.
Shut up, Mo.
Shut the fuck up.
You're the man, Mo. We got one of our favorites, Mo, Sri Lankan Sid.
Yeah.
AKA Fez's replacement, a lot of people are calling him. We
Fez.
got Matt Diaz, buddy of ours from Florida, who's also the sponsor of this great house.
Yeah.
Sponsorships.
Welcome to the humble abode here on Hercules Drive.
This is lovely. This would be, this is a dream come true. Living in a house like this would be the best. Obviously, I don't know that I'd probably end up in either an insane asylum or jail, though, if I lived here many years. By myself.
You think you'd lose it?
I think I'd lose it eventually. I think eventually, pussy would become old. I'd start experimenting with drugs.
Pussy would never become old.
You're right.
It would never exceed the age of
12.
16.
Okay, you need to chill out.
Hey guys, it's California. We're friendly
That's not
towards
funny.
those people.
Yeah, in Sri Lanka, that's perfectly legal. That's a 16. That's an old maid, right, Mo?
Yeah.
They're expired by 14 in his home country.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. This is California. There's no age minimum for marriage.
In Sri Lanka, do crimes against women even exist?
Is it really a crime?
Right. It's kind of like one of those things. It's just okay, well, he punched her and she fell.
Because there aren't human rights in Sri Lanka, first of all. They don't have a Magna Carta or a Declaration of Independence or a Constitution or whatever. So basically humans have the same right as a fruit fly. And then women have the same rights as a black widow. They're even lower than the fruit fly. So they're encouraged to kill.
Just on-site crush. You think women just because a black widow, there is a chance it could kill you. So you should probably kill a black widow.
Women are dangerous.
Yeah, they call women black widows. So,
Yes,
there's even some schools of thought that you can do that in America.
Kill or be killed.
Oh, man. What kind of girl would you date if you lived in this house, Danny? Would you go for a bimbo that's just
He would go for a bimbo.
nothing home? Or would you try to go to just a badass, maybe an actress? Or maybe a producer chick? Or maybe
I gotta say, there's a homie of ours, no names, who lives very, very near here. You might even be able to see his house. And I went over to his house once, and the girl he was dating, it's just him. And this is a $7 million-ish house. He lives in a $7 million-ish house. And it was just a blonde girl with perfectly straight, radiant hair all the way down to her ass and just the biggest fucking fake tits I've ever seen. Poking through the skin-tight top, just rippling fucking tanned titties. So the answer based on that, I guess, is bimbo. Is bimbo. I think bimbos like to congregate around Hercules Street.
Then you just become one of those guys. I mean, then because the bimbo is another peacock. Your house is a peacock. At that point, you probably have a car that's a peacock. Don't you think, like, on the other side of peacock that's when you start losing your mind? Like when you're everything you do, you're a peacock. You become a peacock. That's when you lose your mind.
Yeah, I mean, all I'm thinking about right now is how Mo is peacocking with a much more comfortable couch than I am. Why are we sitting on these fucking chairs, the guest chairs?
Because you're men and you can handle
Next
it.
to the microaggression book that some shitbag Airbnb
Danny, you
owner
know how
bought.
Hey, there is good literature in this house.
You're the king of microaggressions.
I'm macroaggressions, my friend. I just told you Sri Lanka's a fucking... the whole time before this podcast fired up, too, I've just been insulting his home country endlessly.
It's okay. It's not really my home
Off
country.
camera is a little much, if I'm being honest. You know what I mean? Like, we've never been there. We only read things about it. What if it's propaganda? U.S. propaganda. Okay, well, the reason I did this, Danny, is because I wanted to impress a girl. You know how I like to be accommodating to girls on this podcast. And there is supposedly a woman that one of our friends hit up on Instagram, and she is a big booty model. Okay,
Oh.
yeah, a.k.a. has an OnlyFans.
Oh.
I think she's a porn star. I think it's a fucking porn star.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
About. So she
Aren't
is
they all?
supposedly- Yeah, aren't they all? Exactly. So
Here's the difference. In America, any girl will be a porn star for the guys, the criminals, I guess, who did the girls do porn scam down in San Diego. They were fucking the hottest girls I've ever seen on the internet having sex. Now, granted, they were lying to these women and saying the videos were only going to come out on DVD overseas. They completely lied to them. But the chicks were doing porn for like a couple of grand.
it's crazy.
So that's the price for an American hot college girl to do pornography. In Sri Lanka, you just got to give them a handful of blueberries.
Just fresh blueberry? Do they even have to be
Yeah,
fresh?
do they have to be fresh blueberries, or are we thinking something you just kind of picked up?
Like canned
the
ones you
ground.
could put in
B
a pie.
stock. It can be B stock. It's
Like, could you in America get extra blueberries at IHOP and then just bring them on the plane?
Oh, those
And
blue-
essentially
have to-
exchange them for a woman that would then be considered your property.
You'd have to freeze them first.
Dude, those IHOP blueberries are so canned and foul.
Oh, yeah.
They are so not high quality.
They might as well be gummy bears or something.
Gummy bears at least are bright and chewy. Like, I mean, the ones you get at IHOP are like half frozen and withered. Just like most of the fucking clientele there. It's just like elderly people with a 95-degree body temperature whose hands are all curled up.
Yeah, no, it's a shame. I don't know how it's considered food. Do you eat at IHOP?
Of course he does.
What doesn't this man eat?
I've been to IHOP a few times.
This week.
I just don't
Today.
I just
What if
don't-
he went to IHOP twice today?
that'd be awesome.
I've been to Norm's more than IHOP. I'm not that.
Norm's is way better. I do like
not
Norm's.
much
Norm's
of a
is good.
pancake.
Yeah, Norm's is
Not
good.
much
They
of a
got some
pancake
steak.
person.
What's your top restaurant in LA, Mo?
That's a tough choice. I guess Red Lion Tavern.
Where?
Red Lion Tavern.
Where's that and what is it
Silver
about?
Lake.
It sounds like a gay bar, I want you to know. It
Well-
sounds like a place you'd go to have anonymous sex.
Where in West Hollywood is that?
Well, no, it's in Silver Lake, but
Is the secret menu a glory hole or?
No, they got schnitzel.
No, I bet
Okay.
they have schnitzel, you fucking homo.
No, it's actually schnitzel. It's a
bet,
German
yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah, we know. Yeah,
No,
it's,
yeah,
it's
I
fucking
bet-
sausage, dude. Of course.
I'm pretty sure that. Yeah. So what? Listen, I'm sorry.
Put a
but
condom over that schnitzel if you don't want to get a
Put a
blood
condom
disease.
on
You
you.
would lose a lot of weight, though.
Yeah, you would.
Are you doing a
would,
bit
fair
right
enough.
now? Are you telling us you go to a place called what? Hot Red,
Red-
Irons?
Red-
Hot Red Irons, and there's schnitzel there.
No, that's what you heard because you wanted a hot red.
I'm
Iron.
concerned. I'm
Listen,
concerned.
you go to a hot red iron and you're Sri Lankan, bro. That's all I know. That's all I know.
That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
What's this place called?
Red Lion Tavern.
Should we
Give them a call.
Should we give them a call and warn them never to serve this guy again?
Yeah.
We need to put out a warning.
He's planning some glory hole terrorism.
They don't remember me. It's okay.
The camera that's facing toward Mo and Matt, it's angled a little low. Can we see the view on that?
Yeah,
sucker?
you can see the view.
Okay, I want to see I want the skyline up.
The
in this
view's
thing.
right here, baby. Come on.
To give you guys some context of this house we're in,
Yeah.
it is at the top of Mount Olympus, which is overlooking Laurel Canyon. Very, very hip. Very rock starry, too. A lot of rock stars have lived in this area historically. But we've got gorgeous views of downtown LA, Hollywood, the ocean, the surrounding hills and mansions. It is the best house view I've ever seen in LA.
Yeah, it's got everything. Once you can see the ocean and downtown, you're a baller.
Yeah,
You've won.
There's a roof, and that's you've been
The
up to the roof.
360 view is insane from the roof. It's absolutely astonishing.
It's pretty fucked up. I mean, this place, if it had a pool and a hot tub, it would be set. I mean, this is a fine piece of real estate. So this ass model better be impressed. Here's the thing, though, is if she's an ass model, a lot of NBA guys have had their way with her, and a lot of them live in houses just like this. So
Yes, very true.
unfortunately.
No, she's had her way. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, a really nice ass has a tremendous amount of power, and you need to yield a lot of power, as in money and I don't know, maybe a private eye to follow her around. Would you say if you're dating an ass model, does that come with expenses like a private eye to follow her around?
Bro. Yeah, man. I would say an ass model you have to guard much more jealously than a giant titty girl.
I agree.
A giant titty girl is going to be a problem, but the thing is, a great ass is so universal. A great ass is so fucking universal that every guy, be him the 16-year-old Netflix star who's on some new hip fucking gay comedy or fucking drama or whatever, or up to the 70-year-old geriatric producer guy who's a fucking sex fiend.
Yeah, they're all going to want to maybe cash in. Well, literally on her part, she's going to cash in because they're going to offer her tons of money, and you have to worry about that. Do you know what that's like? See, that's why it's good that you're a virgin. You don't have to worry about your chick getting smashed
Yeah,
for money.
What's the equivalent? A Sri Lankan girl is a girl that's equivalent to an ass model here in Sri Lanka is like any girl over the age of 10 whose dad lives in a corrugated tin hut.
Corrugated. Okay.
That's like the family. That's family money right there. That's shelter from the rain. And then if she's over 10, that's perfect age.
Moved up from cardboard, huh? Okay.
Yeah, no, cardboard. See that's not a shelter for the winter. And everybody knows the rainy season in Sri Lanka is brutal.
It's just a monsoon.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So where were you born?
Sri
Where was
Lanka.
I
You were
actually
born?
born?
He was born in Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Just take their word for it.
No, I'm saying in a hospital or in a dirt mound-esque.
Why can't it be both?
He was born in a fucking
No,
The
on an
ants,
anthill.
the ants,
It
the
was
ants
in a
have
mule cart.
antiseptic kind of.
Fuel card.
So they can't pinpoint where I was actually born because I was off the
No,
road.
it's true. If you're born onto an ant mound of fire ants, that is natural disinfectant. The fire ants disinfect any area where just a wet placenta-ridden baby plops onto.
Yep.
And in the developing world, I mean, that's just as good as a hospital.
That's correct. The actually, it's well known that a crow will sit on a fire anthill in order to cure itself when it's sick.
Yeah.
So it's sort of I believe your people might have seen that and then used it and then been like, wow, well that's where we should birth our kids. our
cheaper
children.
than a hospital. So
And then the crows, I mean, sometimes they peck the eyes out of the newborn babies.
Yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword, the anthill birth.
they don't need those eyes. They're better beggars without them.
No, they're
That's true,
exactly.
dude.
They usually I think they think of the kids with the missing eyes as just coin. It's like, oh well, I was blessed with it's going to be a good beggar, like you said. Yeah.
Dude, that is the economy. So, I mean, everybody knows California, entertainment and tech-based. Sri Lanka, it's grave digging and begging. Those are the two biggest industries. And it's really ascending in terms of GDP. It is a beautiful, beautiful economy over there.
Right, like what is one of the things they do with the kids? Like they teach them to stare into the sun, right? They just kind of, They just kind of stare into the sun, and then that scares
Sunglasses
everyone.
are for
That's their
rich people.
kindergarten curriculum.
Right, that's kindergarten.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
line them up, and that's how they get educated.
Right.
And then they teach the kids their way around a tin cup in first grade.
Isn't that?
Yeah, and as we might have an athletic child that we bring up and that we really see a future with sports or something of that nature. With them, it's the more disabled the child, the more just from an aesthetic standpoint degraded the child is, the better of a beggar. So therefore, they're going to be higher up in terms of tier in that family unit.
Yeah.
They have gifted tracks in their elementary schools for severely disabled children.
Oh, nice. Or people that can kind of mimic a severely disabled person. I mean, if one of these Bangladeshis are really good at acting like a Down syndrome or something,
Yeah,
that's valuable.
They put them on the gifted track. It's really beautiful. And then there's a test, of course. There's like a final test before begging. And if you have the money, you can hire a personal tutor.
Oh.
And the tutor comes over and just like beats the fuck out of you and like takes a machete to the kid's ankle and like just so that it's just got 1 foot.
Yeah. It's all considered a blessing.
It like has has sex with them.
Yeah. Oh, they fuck them?
Oh my God.
Well, just emotional,
Jesus.
physical trauma, whatever they can get. And then once the kid gets to second grade, they just throw them out in the street. And then the cream rises.
Do you remember your first bag?
Yeah, it was with you guys.
It was with us.
Do you remember your first?
It'd be funny if we did a segment right now where he just went next door and he just knocked on a fucking person's $10 million house and just asked for money. Should we do that?
Yeah,
we
we
can
should
film
do
it
that.
from the turret. Do you have any objections, Matt? We can film it from the fucking turret upstairs. Him just going across the street.
Across the street.
Only if he has an accent and a storyline.
What if he's shirtless? Can he get shirtless?
Yes, shirtless.
He's just trying to pretend he's blind. What if we guide him over there?
Yeah,
Give him the Burberrys. Give him the
Hi, I'm
Burberrys and a
blind.
walking stick.
So these will have to be burned after he wears them. I'm sorry. I do not share articles of clothing with Sri Lankans. I'm sorry. I'm joking.
A virgin, or have you kissed a woman, or even any type of intimate activity with a woman in your life, or is it just not sex, or have you done anything? Have you kissed a woman?
I can practice on a peach.
He claims never to have kissed a woman either, which is why today
Same, I was looking
this
for.
ass model might be the one, man. I mean, look, you've turned down an unbelievably hot, thick woman. Then you've turned down one of the hottest trans you will ever see.
You turned out a pretty good-looking trans.
No,
so
fuck that
Leo-
trans bitch.
When we say we have an ass model coming, what kind of ass model? Because we know there are different types of desirable asses.
Are you asking if she's altered? Are you asking if she has something injected into the old?
Additional aftermarket parts.
Yeah, I didn't know I was asking that. I was just basically asking, is it an over-the-top, like, damn, girl, like, let me holla kind of ass? Or is it a really tight track and field runner type ass?
I doubt it's a really, our friend who doesn't want to be named, by the way, the one that likes, that kind of got her onto the pod.
Yeah.
He's a man who likes the bigger the better. So I think it's probably going to be an altered and or just a big girl with a big booty.
I wish it was a track and field ass. Those are so much more valuable.
Of course, man. To me and you, I mean, yes, like a girl that jumping and sprinting. By the way, is what develops an ass, guys. Just so you know,
Jumping and sprinting.
jumping and sprinting.
Well, if she gets any close encounters with you, she's going to have to do a lot of both those things.
I set myself up for that one, didn't I?
Crawling, army crawling as well.
I set
Army
myself up.
crawling, whatever it takes to escape.
Exactly.
Just like how Mo got to America.
Yeah.
And swimming. A lot of swimming. The Indian Ocean is a vast body.
Mo, how long do you have to train as a family to do the swim in the Indian Ocean? Is it like something you guys start like early, or is it
It's
just
a lifetime.
It's a lifetime thing.
Lifetime. I used to be ripped.
You swim out to an American freighter. That's how you hitchhike to America. Huh?
Yeah, you gotta get on the
get on
rudder.
an oil tanker.
You got to get on.
Then
the
once
boat.
they get here, they inflate, so they have their peak athletic build to get here. Then once they arrive, this
When
is what
in
occurs
Rome.
This makes them
physically.
harder to deport.
When
this
in
is
Rome.
setting their
Yeah.
anchor, if you will.
Oh, 100%.
It's like, I mean, ICE is going to see this guy.
It's
and
a lot more
not
mass.
fucking bother, dude. Yeah. They're just not going to fucking bother. It's
just trying
take
to
3
fit
ages
in
to
with my
subdue
fellow
him.
Americans.
It's gonna
You're
take-
fitting in with your fellow Americans.
Trying to fit in, you know?
Yeah. You really do look like Tan Newman, dude. You look like Sri Lankan
Tan
Newman,
Newman.
for sure. Does he look like Sri Lankan Newman from Seinfeld?
Yeah, I told him that he should. I mean, he's unemployed. I told him to get a job at the post office and just be fully Newman.
Then I'll go postal.
What do you do?
I'm unemployed these days.
Government money? Are you receiving government money?
No, I'm just living off the savings I had from when I did have a job.
Okay.
I didn't blow it all on Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is not a blow-it-all type scheme. Bitcoin is a good investment, Mo.
Bitcoin's a scam.
How is Bitcoin a scam?
Because it's whack.
Oh, yeah?
It's used by
How many Bitcoin are there? How many Bitcoin are there ever to be mined?
There's too many Bitcoins out there.
So you don't know anything about Bitcoin? How
I
dare
don't
you?
need to know anything about Bitcoin.
Listen, I'm sorry to say this, but Danny's one of those guys that he takes his like Bitcoin really seriously.
Yeah.
And like you doing this right now is a huge problem, and I'm cringing right now because I'm worried about what he's going to do to you.
Especially due to the fact that it comes from just such an uneducated perspective.
You guys try to get me to eat cum out of a trans girl's ass. What else could you get me to do?
Let me say this, Matthew. I'll explain. Yes. In Sri Lanka, the only things that are valuable are things you can either eat or fuck. And if it's not in front of you and tangible enough to eat or fuck, they don't care.
And you can't conceptualize it.
You can't conceptualize Bitcoin, dude.
He's like, what do you mean I cannot have sex with this?
Yeah, I can't.
So you're telling me you could have a Bitcoin wallet with 100 Bitcoin, and you could tell a Bangladeshi this, but if you have a goat, and you give him the option,
endlessly more valuable, Leo, to him.
Wow.
Do you value a goat more than Bitcoin?
I mean, chicks dig animals.
Leo and Matt, what can you do with a goat? You can eat it or
have sex with it.
That
would be the other
is a
alternative
double
option.
threat, as they say on the island of Sri Lanka.
You can milk it.
I
for
have a
cheese.
friend who at least
milk
has confirmed he saw someone fucking a goat once. So I guess you can say that you can fuck a goat. It was in the Philippines, so it wasn't Bangladesh.
Yeah, you cannot eat or fuck Bitcoin, unfortunately. Mo, you don't understand, dude. It's digital gold.
Digital
It's portable
gold.
property.
Portable property.
Yeah, through space and time.
For freaking nerdy accountants that like ledgers online, I guess.
Nerdy accountants have money, motherfucker. Mo, and once you got money, with your build right now, if you lived in this house, you would be the pussy king of the Hollywood Hills. It would work for you. The only thing stopping you from being in this house as the owner was knowledge of Bitcoin early enough to buy it at a reasonable price. If you had that knowledge, you could own this fucker.
Indeed.
All right, let's say I got a hard drive of Bitcoin, but it's buried in a landfill somewhere. Should I go dig it out?
Yes.
Well, you don't. Do you have that?
No.
It's possible. I could see Mo fucking half-heartedly buying like 1,000 Bitcoin in 2013.
Yeah.
Throwing it in the landfill or a trash can that went to the landfill, and then just not caring enough to go get it.
I feel like he might have purchased it in an attempt to purchase maybe some underage material on the dark web back in the day.
Early
the only
on,
manner you could purchase it was via Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then I could see him having a stash of
There
said
are
Bitcoin.
rumors, yes. I mean, with your hentai kind of background, there was a time when crypto was the only way to buy that old CP.
Well, here's the problem, Leo, is he got to America, and he clicked the teen section on Pornhub, and he's like, hey, what the fuck? This is MILF porn.
Right. He was like,
Already a grandma.
yeah. The first call he made back,
He's already a grandma.
the first call he made back to Bangladesh was like, guys, you know what sucks? Everything's cool, but I've heard about all of this porn, but like I put it on, it's a bunch of old hags.
Bunch of old women.
So Bitcoin is it's a beautiful technology, actually, Mo. It's completely unseizable. It's basically the only asset you can have other than gold that is totally secret. The government, creditors, nobody can seize it. Your fucking wife can't take it if you divorce her. If you hit somebody in a fucking drunk driving accident, which, let's face it, is probably likely in your case.
Likely.
Very likely. They can't seize it. But unlike gold, which appreciates very fucking slowly, and also gold, if you actually take it and sell it in a gold and silver store, they're going to take a huge fee just to exchange it for you. Bitcoin, you get the spot value for it fucking instantly, and its returns are like fucking bonkers over a long enough timeline. And if you buy dips, the fucking returns are great, even over the last couple of years.
You also cannot get on an airplane with $10,001.
Yep.
Danny. But I can get on an airplane with $2.7 million worth of crypto in my pocket in a flash drive and absolutely zero problem.
There you go. Can you get on an airplane with $100,000 worth of gold? No. But you could get on an airplane with enough Bitcoin to go and start a new life anywhere you want in the world.
Or purchase his country.
It is. You could purchase all of Sri Lanka with roughly 0.25 Bitcoin. All you need is a quarter.
0.25
Nice.
That's all you need.
A fraction of
more
one
than
singular
two
Bitcoin.
Right now, that is $20,000. We'll purchase the island of Sri Lanka. So Bitcoin is a beautiful technology, and it should be a healthy pillar of anyone's portfolio.
All right. What is your portfolio like? Why don't we talk about that?
Like I got other stuff. I got
What do you got?
like
You have Pakistani
200
naan
ounces
bread.
of copper.
200 what?
Ounces of copper, like copper coins.
You have copper
You have
coins?
pennies.
Well, no. It sounds like I have pennies, but no, they're
You have 200 pennies.
no.
That's the savings he was referencing previously.
Well, they're out of
actual
circulation.
bullion.
They're out of
It's
circulation.
actual bullion. There's like they're called rounds.
Does
They're
that mean he has
5
$2 if he has 200 pennies?
5-ounce rounds. I'll show you guys pictures later.
How much? What is the net? What's the market value of that copper?
Well, not much these days.
How much?
Are you waiting for it to go up?
Well, yeah, eventually it's going to go up because people keep stealing all the copper wire.
How much is it? Roughly. Give me an estimate.
Like maybe it's worth about $200.
So your portfolio consists of $200 worth of scrap metal.
This is the savings
Well,
he was
that's
referencing.
one
love
aspect
this.
of my portfolio.
Dude, you're unbelievable. All right. So
What a bird's nest.
Okay, okay,
All
you,
right,
didn't, you didn't
so-
let me finish.
All right. So what percentage? I don't want to know. I don't even want to know. But what percentage of it is copper?
Your portfolio.
Your
All right.
portfolio.
All right,
portfolio.
it's just a small percentage. Like
25%.
like-
Okay. About a
like-
quarter
like
of your
2%.
portfolio is pot metal.
Most of my portfolio is in BlackBerry stock.
Blackberry?
Fuck you. He's
BlackBerry,
fucking with you. He's fucking with you. I refuse to bite on that one. What do you actually? Do you actually have black? If you have BlackBerry stock, I'm gonna walk across this fucking living room
me
and
see.
punch you in the face, dude.
He actually has Blackberry stock.
Oh no.
Let it know.
What the fuck? Yeah, my net worth's in 100% Kodak.
Wi-Fi in.
That's my stock. It's in fucking Kodak and Spirit Airlines. That's my
Go to your
stock
settings,
holdings.
Go to Wi-Fi.
You let me see this, dude. Let me see this.
I got to get him on the Wi-Fi.
Oh, dude. Why do you hold BlackBerry stock?
Okay, now, okay, like I got 400 shares.
This is the password. This is the... Oh, wow. He's not kidding.
We got someone
Yeah.
knocking at the door.
I'll get the door.
Go get the door, my man. Hopefully it's our guest.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've been really buying pets.com heavy. I got a ton of pets.com.
huh?
Well, besides BlackBerry, I also invested in Xerox.
See, are you doing
we
bits
got-
right now? You're doing fucking bits, right?
he is. He must.
Investing in dinosaur
You
companies from
think
the
I'm
late
kidding?
90s.
You think I'm kidding?
Hello?
But
Hello.
Oh, very lovely.
life's a joke.
Hello,
Okay.
miss. Yeah. Hi. How are you?
Okay.
Yeah.
She's,
What's your name, sweetheart? No worries. It's always a lot of traffic everywhere you go.
He just swam here from Sri Lanka, so
Yeah, he did.
There
He
was
was-
some shipping traffic in the Indian Ocean. What with the?
Sorry, that was me. I caused the traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to swim.
He's a big
I
swimmer.
used to be a lifeguard.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a good kid.
a lifeguard in Sri Lanka guards the children from alligators.
All right, Mo. You want to move over a little bit?
Give
You're,
him some space on the couch here, Mo.
No. Go the other way. The other way.
Oh,
The
the
girl-
other way,
She should be in the middle. Yeah.
Okay, Mo, don't take the entire couch with you when you
Jesus
move.
Christ. Yeah, just sit right there. That's right in the middle there. And your name? Sorry. Lindsay Lee. I'm
Lindsay,
Leo.
you're very
Nice to
beautiful.
meet you.
Very
Yeah.
beautiful, Lindsay. Yeah. We have,
Cat hairs.
It might be track.
yeah. Yeah, Lindsay, so I'm going to give it to you straight. We heard you have a stupendous bottom.
Yeah. So,
Rumpus.
sorry to open with that.
Rumpus.
This is like, this is what we were told, the scouting report that we got per se. It was,
Yes.
obviously, a good friend of mine gave you our info.
You're very
and-
talented, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
And you're
was
lucky,
like,
Mo.
bottom.
You're lucky she's bailing you out from talking about your stock portfolio because
Yeah.
You're welcome.
it was. I really, at some point, we're gonna have to get into that.
Consistent.
But, yeah, Lindsay, we were trying to take a bet on what you would look like, and we thought you were gonna be like a BBL Latina girl,
Yeah.
who
Not
weighed
at all.
like 250 pounds.
I thank you guys for saying that. No, first off, I'm white as hell. I had to grow this butt completely.
Let's go. Cheers to that.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Five
Squats.
5
Yeah.
inches in 6 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I used to be really into the heavy weightlifting, and I'm getting back into it. But I had ankle repair surgery, which
Same.
Leo.
slowed
I
me
just
down.
recently had ankle repair surgery, so I get it.
torn ligament and tendon. Let's go.
And Lindsay, how do you measure your ass growth?
Yeah, how does that occur?
You use a little measuring tape. They have them in like every sewing kit.
And you just go around. It's a circumference,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes,
Would you be able to
sir.
stand right now and just show us like generally the area you go around?
Yes, but also know in the last years I naturally lost 25 pounds. Okay.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
know. Are they
Let's
doing
go.
it with the middle or the?
That's how we do it.
Why can't you lose 25 pounds, Mo?
Because I have no motivation to.
Calorie
feel like
deficit,
virginity.
High protein.
He
Calorie
wanted to be
deficit.
a
Big
cock
motivational
model,
factor.
but he
Okay.
he hasn't
let me
been.
work up to it like she did.
Maybe he could
Yeah.
add 5 inches. Lindsay,
Yeah.
would you mind standing
I
up
can
and
do
letting
a
us
little
see
spin
kind of the
around.
Little
dimensions?
spin, yeah.
We just,
Woo.
it is very
Wow.
sexy. Very sexy.
Top of the line.
Very top of the line. And you
Yeah.
also have a stupendous chest.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a 36 triple D.
Jesus.
Are those natural?
Yeah, I don't wear bras.
Wow.
So they just kind
Wow.
of stay where they want to.
They sit where they may. Wow,
Very
that's
sexy.
nice.
Very sexy.
Focus up, buddy. All right.
Yeah.
Science says if you don't wear a bra, they'll actually gain more muscle, which is
Wow.
why they'll sit better than, when
I
you
knew
wear
a
bra.
very insecure girl in college who would completely opposite philosophy is that would always go to bed wearing a Victoria's Secret bombshell bra
No.
because she wanted to train it, which is sort of like me going to bed with an erection and a cock ring on. Yeah, which I do.
I hope she doesn't have cancer now. You can just
Yeah.
push her boobs into her chest or something.
You gotta have movement and blood flow, is what you're saying.
yeah, you
Circulation.
Have to.
That's
You're
good.
cutting off the blood
So you hear that,
flow.
Mo? Don't wear a bra to bed, okay? I know you're looking for
Don't
support,
wear a bra
buddy.
to bed.
Yeah,
No.
the girls are kind of small these days. They used to be bigger.
You can always run them off too.
Oh yeah.
Mo's
Them
the.
off.
She means
I've
exercise,
been
Mo.
wishing-
Oh,
Yeah.
He's like, run?
I was always so active. I did like gymnastics. I love swimming. I hike. I run. But like, they move.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted. I'm like, man, I hope like Bezos or somebody invents something where we can just take them off to go run and then like put them back on.
That'd be
when
kind of
we
nice.
That'd be, how do you feel? You mentioned Bezos, who's been a controversial figure recently, especially because he just sponsored the Met Gala in New York. Are you a Bezos fan?
I worked for him for 3 years.
At Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah, I started Warehouse actually. This was pre-COVID, and I ended up promoting pretty quickly. I did not have to suck anyone off for it. So before anyone asks,
Well done.
There was
I
nothing
did that
wrong with
all
that.
by myself.
We support that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
we would have been
Oh, thank
advocates
you.
if that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah.
case.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
I got to corporate, and they even paid for my move and everything. And
Nice.
that was where the ankle injury came from.
Oh,
So
Amazon
Smell
injury.
some moolah.
yeah, pretty much.
Did you make some ching
No,
ching?
I didn't do workman's comp because I was a royal stupid idiot.
Yeah.
I should have as well.
But I have their stock, okay?
Amazon stock is crushing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that for a fucking stock asshole?
Yeah, I don't know about in comparison to Blackberry.
like, I
Hey,
remember-
sell your copper and buy some Amazon.
Amazon
Gonna buy
stock.
my copper.
I remember pre-split too.
By the way, I
Lindsay,
don't.
I bought it during the delicious 2022 dip down to $80
there you
or
go.
$90. It was very good.
So did I. Good job.
Hey,
I
I like this girl. I like this girl.
Lindsay, he is one of the top 1% subscribers to your OnlyFans, by the way, just so
I
you know.
doubt that.
Yeah, no, that's.
Why do you doubt
It's a
that?
factual statement.
Yeah, why do you doubt that? Would you say?
Because I think you're more to go for the like BBL type you were describing.
Wow, he does look like a BB. He does probably want that because he likes hentai, Lindsay. If I'm being
Exactly.
Big hentai fan, huh?
You know, he told me when he saw a picture of you before he came, he's like, you know, she'd be perfect if only she had an octopus up her vagina.
Okay.
That's what he
He's
I
said.
mean, I have a few shaped like that, but
Oh wow, she's got some.
but you know why they
Some
make like the
dildos.
the macaroni sound when you pull it out. So,
Oh wow, people like that.
Yeah.
So you do ASMR with the tentacles?
It's not specifically asked for as that, but
Right.
yes,
Wow.
basically.
Do you have a guy? Well, obviously you have a great behind. Are there guys that just make you want to? I don't know, put rubber duckies in there or something like. Saw that once.
I've done stuff
Sure.
for sure, but even tomorrow I have a DP tomorrow.
Oh
so-
wow.
You have a DP scene tomorrow?
Yeah, so I'm fasting right now.
It's not Girthmaster.
So you're
is it?
fasting right now.
I am
It's not
fasting right now.
Girthmaster, is
It's
it?
not Girthmaster.
Leo
No,
has a
it's,
friendly rivalry with Girthmaster. Leo fears his cock as well.
Oh,
It's always
Girthmaster?
lurking, it's always lurking. Like I was dating a girl once, and I
Okay.
saw that she liked 2 of his posts, and I called her and said I told her never to fucking contact me again, and
Why?
that was it. Because if she's watching Girthmaster, you know what I mean?
You're saying that you're slightly insecure.
No, I'm not. I'm just messing with you. We met him in person, and he was so like nice and handsome, and like regular women like him a lot, not just porn stars. So we were just like,
It's
just
the accent more than anything.
yeah, it's the accent. He's 6'4".
He's a
That
pimp.
Australian
He's taller than
accent,
6'4",
my guy.
right?
He's
6'5".
He's
you
like
think?
6'7", dude. He's
But
giant.
he
you
might
know,
actually-
he's not even my crush. You know who my crush is?
Who's your crush?
Danny Mullen.
Instagram, Donut Daddy.
Donut Daddy.
Donut
He
Daddy.
Got a
sexualizes
shot, Mo.
food.
Mo.
He's like,
Donut
yeah, like I
Daddy.
was a pastry chef for 5 years. So like when I saw
That's
his,
actually Mo's nickname.
Hey, you. don't give away
No,
my stage name.
Let me ask you this,
Pastry
Lindsay.
consumer.
You've got a DP tomorrow, which of course is double penetration,
Mm-hmm.
which is I think I'm the only one in this room other than you who has participated in that. And in my private life, I've done it. If you
Nice.
right now, if we had to film a scene in this living room, who would you choose as the two guys to DP you out of us four?
That's
right.
not a fair question to ask me. Plus, I don't know like what you guys look like down there. So
Oh well, solid. Proportional. I'd say he's above average.
Oh, thank you.
I'm above average as well. Mo, micro penis. No, it's not. Mo's got his giant wang.
I'm average. I'm
it's-
only a 5.5
Matt, I'll
on
let
a
you.
good day.
Yeah,
why do you guys know what each other's things look
we're good
like?
friends. We used to
Penis
play.
envy.
Good
we played.
friends
We were on
or-
the.
Penis
we were,
envy. That's what.
and we had to strip search him before he came into the country.
Yeah.
Now you
You're
guys
not-
just wanted to see my cock.
we did a video once where we were doing a bobsled thing.
Okay.
So not only did we feel it a little bit, unfortunately, but we were in a locker room. So we saw what we saw, but now we know.
So no
yeah.
sword fighting in this Airbnb.
No sword fighting. We're not like that.
All
Nope.
right.
So, Lindsay,
No
who's it going to be?
sounding.
Who would you choose as your DP team? And then who's going to get each hole? That's what I need to know.
That's a hard question, but based on personalities, I feel like you try to be the more dominant one for whatever stuff you have from your past. And that he's more of like the easygoing kind of pleaser, but he tries to come off as dominant even though he's not.
Oh, she's calling you a beta cuck,
So-
Leo.
No, she's not.
No,
She's-
I'm
Beta
not.
cup. That's what I heard.
calling
That was
me a
the
master
translation I
manipulator.
received from that
So-
statement.
It's called the master manipulator.
What
is
about
she's
these
calling me.
two? And then we need final decisions. Who's your twosome, and then which hole each guy gets. That's what I need to know. So now analyze the two men to your left and right.
Fucking porn director.
About what? No, I feel like that's so unfair to make you like pick out of people.
No, it's okay. We're totally okay. We've done it before.
Yep,
and
we
it's
always
fine.
do it. In fact, we
Yeah, it's
always
just
have a
The
the
range.
fans,
to each
if we don't
other.
do this, the fans will just send me horrible DMs for weeks.
They will.
Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah.
They'll mutiny.
Well, I don't have my glasses on, so honestly,
about
any
mine?
one of you could go right now.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm nearsighted.
Oh,
Nice.
So
You want to come feel my face?
yeah, like you're wearing sunglasses.
You could use the Sri Lankan
Take off your
technique.
sunglasses.
They're all blind in Sri Lanka. They have to do this kind of stuff.
It's all just color.
Oh.
So who's it going to be, darling?
Between these two,
Between everybody in this room right now.
I don't know. I'm gonna just eeny, meeny, miny, moe it, and that means it's gonna end up being you and you.
Well, let's do it, Matt.
She doesn't like stinky
Idiot,
Italian
but-
sausage.
Bullshit,
is
dude.
what
I
I'm hearing.
never said that.
Score
I'm
one for the
assuming you
first
like
world.
cut penises based on that statement.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, it depends because some guys are so big that even if it's uncut, it doesn't necessarily look uncut.
Yep.
That's mine doesn't really look uncut when it's hard. Just saying.
See?
And then so, Lindsay, sorry just to keep harping on this, but out of me and Matthew, who gets the vagina and who gets the ass?
Well, whoever's getting the ass by choice, I'm gonna assume is slightly gay.
Slightly gay.
Who's
Slightly
the-
gay.
Who's the more slightly
Really?
gay one?
It's gonna be Danny Mullen, dude.
No,
unfortunately.
I'm
By
telling
far.
you, Lindsay, you
Danny
want my
Mullen.
seed. You want me for reproduction. So you're probably going to want me in the vagina. Okay, baby?
Okay.
Really, I would be the one for reproduction purposes. I think I'm a big
From an
guy.
athletic standpoint.
Yeah, from an athletic standpoint,
From
I
an
play
athletic
Division One
standpoint,
baseball.
he has a good point there, guys.
Yeah, my legs are just matte. Look at these
Yeah,
calves.
'cause-
Look at these calves.
But also,
My
Yeah,
mom's 4'11". I kind of need the height working
there
for
it is.
me.
Well, we both have 6'3". We're both 6'3".
So-
yep, we're both the same height. And here's the thing is he's going to put hands on you in the course of the relationship.
He will assault you at some
He
point.
will. He's going to put hands on you. So
That is
with
the
You will put
Italian
hands
side.
on
I can't
me?
deny the Italian in me.
Is it
sometimes.
like 365 days?
No, just like once or twice a year.
When the wife beater's on.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like
that's Christmas.
In a sexual way
and
or
that's,
non-sexual?
It's going to be
St. Patrick's
sexual,
Day.
but it's going to be
He hates the mix.
a lot not sexual, but then it would end it with sexual, yeah. But it would be just sometimes, like if the food's not
is that to like
warm.
gain back control?
Yeah, it's
You're
gain
feeling
back a little control.
emasculated a little bit.
Yeah, because you're
Okay.
shooting scenes and stuff, and
Gotcha.
probably dealing with some.
He's watching the scenes possibly sometimes when he's drunk.
Yeah, I
Well,
watch the
that's-
scenes
if-
and I'm just like
but
in my
if you
tank.
feel that way, then why don't
Yeah.
you just be the trad husband and sweep her off her feet like the man on a white horse?
Yeah, no, you're right. I should
No,
step
that
up.
girl.
I should step up. You're
Who's
right.
the girl?
So Mo, I'm sorry, Lindsay.
Talking about the anti-marriage chick that got
No,
married.
the Roma from. I went on the whatever podcast with her.
Gypsies?
No, Roma Army.
the Roma, the gypsies.
She's a man advocate.
You could be a
A
gypsy.
man
Mo.
advocate.
I know that one. Yeah, she's yeah. Sure
We got her-
Leo's
Shut
DM'd her
down.
a couple of
I
times.
have.
Dad.
So let's talk, Mo.
What's up?
Why do you invest in BlackBerry stock?
Because
Please
I-
don't make a joke out of it.
Well, no, you guys will take it as a joke anyway. Like I only Warren
The
didn't
phone?
Warren. Yeah, well they do like software these days. They do like car software.
Well, I saw Pitbull has a.
But why would you assume they are a better software company than Google
Okay.
or
Okay.
Meta or Microsoft?
All right. You fucking trust fund babies got to remember, not everyone's got thousands of dollars to invest like you do. I bought it on the dip. I bought it for cheap. Okay, how much does Google cost?
I'm a trust fund baby because I had clean drinking water as a kid. Got it.
No,
That's
you
all
got
it takes in
You
Sri
got
Lanka.
more money to invest with.
Hey,
I don't have a lot to invest with. I
you've
can't
got
afford Google.
Indoor plumbing. Just because he had indoor plumbing.
Just because I didn't shit in a hole in the ground does not make me Baron
The only
Trump.
indoor plumbing I got is right here.
All right, let me look up the BlackBerry stock chart.
By the
but
way-
also, if your argument that we have thousands of dollars to invest,
And
you
I
have
don't.
at least a couple of hundred. It
Yeah.
should be even more important to you to choose good stocks if you have less money.
I want to buy more shares.
Lindsay, just to let you know, he's never had sex with a woman. Mo.
I've never done a lot of things with women.
He's never kissed a woman
you're-
either.
He's also never kissed a woman. So if you want to
it
be his first
surprising?
kiss,
I don't think you're not. I don't think you're a virgin.
Well, thank you. I
wow,
guess.
No, you can tell.
you can tell.
Hey, dude,
can
BlackBerry
tell.
is up almost 50% year to date.
yeah. So maybe he's on something.
Let me
Yeah.
see it over 5 years. Okay, it's been. Oh, I mean, the all-time chart is really ugly. It looks like a spine at a skate park. It just. It was at $150 roughly in 2007. Now it's at $5. So
That was like
I was in
Carvana
high
for a
school
few
then,
years.
so
we've
it's okay.
seen some drawdown, but it has been on a good run this year.
Oh yeah.
When did you purchase the vast majority?
The top
that-
at 145.
I guess it's about 3 years ago.
Okay. In-
So my total cost is like $350 a share right now. So like, I probably should sell right now.
okay, 3 years ago. It's like I gotta check this out. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Yeah, but I didn't buy it all. I bought it over
So
time.
3 years ago in 2023. Oh, so right now it's at $5.60. 3 years ago in May 2023, $4.69. It's gone up $1 a share.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
20%?
I told you. My
20%, buddy.
Total cost is $350 a share right now for me. So
All right.
Well,
Mo, liquidate your holdings and buy something good, you asshole.
all right, I'll buy silver there.
You know what would be good? You should liquidate and send it over to Lindsay, and then for
Who's Lindsay?
the girl to your left,
The fucking
bro.
only woman in the room.
you fucking piece of
Lindsay.
shit.
I'm Mo.
Scumbag.
I want to hear your stock.
I
tip,
know all
Miss
the kids
Amazon.
in Sri Lanka are blind, not fucking deaf, too.
I have short-term memory loss.
My stock, like what I do.
What's your feeling? Like, what do you feel? Because these guys are going
Okay.
for blue chip.
She has
Well,
I'm
not
sure-
everybody can
Yeah.
sit for hours doing day trading and watching, but I do have like Fidelity mutual fund. That's
Okay.
Nice.
like more retirement stuff. I have some crypto I sit on.
Smart.
See, some Bitcoin, Lindsay?
Yeah.
This guy's anti-Bitcoin.
So the bulk of your
It's not Bitcoin.
Ethereum, Doge.
No, I got rid of Doge a while ago. Okay, I still have my Ethereum. I'm sitting on that.
She's a bit of a degen. Bitcoin would be a better investment than Ethereum.
But I will say, with everything going on with the Strait of Hormuz,
Strait of
whatever,
Hormuz, yeah.
Hormuz. Honestly, I've been looking into oil and then the psychedelics because
Trump.
Joe Rogan and Trump, going on this whole campaign about psychedelic research. So
Pharmaceuticals.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And Amazon's never a bad one because they're gonna be doing real estate and used
taking on
cars.
McDonald's?
They're gonna be doing real estate and used cars here soon.
All
So
right,
we're gonna
insider
create
trading,
a whole
insider trading
empire,
right here.
guys.
Here's the thing with Amazon is there's limited downside because they just own all of
Yeah, they've taken over.
everybody here except for Leo and maybe Mo because he's Sri Lankan has an Amazon Prime account and uses that. That retail
I don't.
business is going to always give them this fat cushion of cash and then they're going to benefit from robotics more than almost anybody.
Yeah.
Because like every step of their process when it comes to logistics, the warehouses are going to be totally automated. No more hot ass models stocking fucking boxes in the warehouse anymore. But then also self-driving vehicles they're going to benefit from, humanoid robots, delivery robots. It's going to be entirely fucking automated. So their profits are going to go up. And they got AWS, web services, the fucking cloud storage shit. That makes, I don't know what it does, but it makes them a lot of fucking money, Mo.
Yup.
And then you buy some Bitcoin and an ETF, and you quit being a fucking dummy, dude. Just buy an ETF.
The shit coin.
Let's talk about. You want to talk about your investment in BBC by chance? I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that. No, I'm curious
I have
about
plenty
the
of BBC friends.
Are you a BBC fan, Lindsay?
I don't know a girl who isn't, but I do know it
question
really
is that?
depends on. No, I'm serious. Like most girls do.
What chick digs flat ass?
What?
To turn the question around, why would you? Of course she does.
what?
Can
It
you
was meant for
please
you guys.
break down
He's
the
taking a
acronym
dig at you
BBC
guys.
for us, Mo?
Oh, I heard BBL. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Oh, BBC.
Which
Yeah.
BBC are you talking about?
No,
British?
the British Broadcasting
British
Corporation.
British
My
Broadcasting.
ears are bad.
So, Lindsay,
I heard
you're
BBL.
a Black Cock fan.
I'm a equal opportunist.
So
I don't
migrants
think that
welcome?
includes Sri Lanka, unfortunately.
Migrants welcome.
Is the DP scene tomorrow? What ethnicities are we talking about here?
We got Scotty P and Seth Gamble. So one is they're both OGs. They've been around for almost 20 years.
Big cocks?
Yes. One's white, one's black. If that's what you
One
want.
is white, one is black.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interracial.
An interracial DP.
DP.
God is not going to be happy, huh?
It's only interracial. There's a black guy.
I
God
can't
will be
wait.
frowning tomorrow.
This is very progressive. Yeah, I think it might rain out of schedule in LA tomorrow. There might be a plague.
I love the rain.
Okay, so that I'm joking. That's fucking great. Who's going to be in the vagina and who's going to be in the ass, or are they going to be taking turns?
They usually try to just get everyone, merry-go-round.
Merry-go-round.
Yeah, one.
Musical
Hell yeah.
They take turns.
So I guess Matthew, because Matthew and I have been selected for a
Yeah.
hypothetical DP with Lindsay, we're going to be taking turns, buddy.
Hey, I got a girlfriend, man. I'm
Oh,
tough.
yeah. All right, that means you off the bench, Mo.
He's off.
All right.
So
Good
Mo,
man.
you're in,
Good
dude.
man.
You're in, Mo.
You're in, Mo.
I got a
Exist.
chance now.
Yeah, you got a
Yep.
chance.
You're in the running now.
You know, I got to say, Mo, you probably should lose about 40 pounds before the DP because it's notoriously hard. There's not a lot of
brutal.
space. There's not a lot of space.
I guess he has to be on the bottom, and she has to ride. I guess she just has to ride Mo, and you're gonna have to go in from
I'll have to
behind.
suck it in.
You're gonna have to see Mo's hairy ball sack as
not
you're
that
about to
hairy.
As if
enter.
you don't have one.
What's up?
As if you don't have a hairy ball sack.
You know, I have a slightly hairy ball sack. actually.
Slightly.
But
Are you
he'll have some
manscaping?
nice thighs to look
That's
at.
a
You know,
manscaped right there.
he'll have some nice thighs, and
Mo, probably a lot of Sri Lankan guys, they have like hornet nests that
Usually.
that grow in their pubes and balls. They're just infestations in the common Sri Lankan man's groin. So that's something you got to think about too, Lindsay. The infestation.
The
It made me think,
infestation.
Yep.
Oh
made me
my
think about SpongeBob and how it's literally, Mr. Krabs in Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. You remind me of like Kill Tony though, because you're just trying to like brutally roast and detriment him.
I'm not trying to. I actually don't want to. I love Mo. But he's just so easy to roast because he's a Sri Lankan guy who invests in Blackberry and collects copper.
You collect copper.
he collects copper.
He does collect
which-
copper.
Okay.
That's actually a
Go to
quarter of his
Arizona.
investment portfolio.
It's
Yeah.
in a quarter of his portfolio. So if you're looking for a man with a little bit of moolah, he's sitting to your right. Mm-hmm. This man right
time.
here, he controls over $500 of capital, Lindsay.
Wow. Good job.
Most of it
I
in...
mean, most Americans don't even have 300 saved, so.
That's very
no, that's true.
Okay.
That's true. Most
That's
people
very
can't
true.
cover a $500 emergency.
Is that true?
Yep. It's very
I thought it was
tragic.
2,000.
I think it's lower. I think it's
No.
fucking lower,
Did you
dude.
grow up with two parents?
Half the country doesn't...
No, my parents are divorced. They got divorced when I was like six months old, I want to say.
Half the country
But you have
doesn't pay
to.
taxes.
Yeah, no, I do have two
They
parents.
just so it's a shit show out there. It's a shit show.
Shite.
People are fucking deadbeats.
Now, how's the dating scene for you as a porn star? I'm curious.
I would say not impossible, but I'm not somebody who is trying to.
You're not trying to date right now.
No.
Okay.
I gave up. I
Yeah.
honestly gave up. And that's not to say anything about. I'm not one of those super feminist, like all men are terrible. It's not like that at all. For me, I have found that so many times when I gave people chances, they ended up becoming my dependent. And I'm like,
Financial or emotional dependent?
everything.
Really?
And so I just decided, if I'm going to be an independent woman, at least I only have to pay for one side and not both.
No more
So
sugar
your
mama.
issue is every man has. You would have been the one taking the tab.
Every time.
Wow. That's
Sugar mama, watch out.
I guess I'm a real MILF, they just...
Whoa. Okay.
Yep. So that means
Classy.
she's over 15 years old, Mo. In Sri Lanka, the age of consent is 5, so I'm just letting him know.
I'll just squint my eyes.
I thought that was Afghanistan.
Where? Afghanistan?
The kite runner.
Yeah. it's-
Afghanistan's a way more developed country.
Bro, dude, I was listening. Matt put me on to John Shrek McPhee, the Delta operator, and I was listening to one of his interviews. So Delta Force is the most elite force in the American military. And this guy's just one of the most fucking psycho, bloodthirsty, crazy fucking bastards to ever
Love
be in
it.
the American military, from what I can tell. And he's a legend. But we were listening to, or I was listening to this podcast he sent me. And in one part, the guy's got to go on a solo mission in Afghanistan. As a white guy in Delta Force, he has to fucking hitchhike to some ally of bin Laden's compound, like 1,000 miles into Afghanistan. People are putting AKs in his chest and like, who the fuck are you? Who are you? And he can't speak English because they'll know immediately he's an American military guy and blow him away. So he has to pretend he's retarded and just fucking like go, and make that fucking noise until they just want this disgusting guy to get away from him. So he's hitchhiking.
Wow.
He's like in fucking cars that are loaded with villagers where there's just like 15 smelly bodies just getting closer and closer to this compound. He goes in there. They have a fucking Bakabazi boy.
Of course.
In the compound. They have like a little boy they're all raping. Like all the guys who are friends with fucking Osama.
So fucked up.
And they start figuring out that this guy might be a rat, and they try to give him opium tea to knock him out and then do God knows what with him. But he fucking is able to identify it based on the color, so he fucking rips a speed tablet real quick and then drinks it. And then, like, right when everybody else kind of goes away for the night, probably waiting for him to pass out so they can come rape him and kill him, he fucking pulls out a gun and just grabs one of the guys, puts it to the guy's fucking head and says, well, we're going out to the cars right now. You're going to drive me the fuck out of here.
Wow. It's a real story.
He'd grow out his
That's a real
beard
story?
too, so he had a big red beard, and the reason it was something that could fit into that area is because the Russians were in Afghanistan for quite a while and had quite a bit of babies. So there's a lot of white Afghani people in that country, so he would grow out this big red beard, blend in, and act retarded, so he wouldn't get spotted out by them. It's only guy known to go on solo missions. He was known as he was the taxi driver of Afghanistan. He would like go on solo missions as an undercover taxi driver.
Yeah, dude, he's
crazy.
Wow.
Out of
Legend.
fucking control, dude.
Insane.
And he would get pissed when, like, all he wanted to do when he was in Iraq, for instance, is just go clear houses every night. If he wasn't allowed to go out and just get in gunfights and kill people, he was fucking pissed.
Jesus.
He's a menace. He's
Like, they sent him
absolute-
home for Christmas, and he was so mad that he wasn't just clearing houses, killing people.
When was this?
You would love him. He could
Yeah.
be, maybe he'd get your mouth during a double penetration. Making it
Probably.
airtight. Dude, if we
Probably.
airtighted with Shrek, that'd be sweet.
Airtight with Shrek.
I'm pretty
Giving
sure.
back to the veterans.
I don't know if airtight is just when it's 3. I'm pretty sure it's when there's like 2 in both and 1 in the mouth.
What is that known as? You said airtight?
That means it's supposed to be all 3.
You've done
orifices.
2 in both before?
No, I can't fit that.
Yeah, I feel like, Lindsay, that's less airtight because, like, when I've done double vaginal in fucking real life again, and when 2 cocks are stacked up, there's like
so
less
you
of a
like
tight
it.
seal.
Okay.
There's less of a tight seal. It's more of like a figure 8 shape, and there's a little bit of seepage where the 2 cocks meet. Unfortunately, the 2 cocks have to meet if you're double vaginal.
I was about to say, I think, there's your sword fight.
Yeah, it was.
What was it like having another man's penis touch your penis?
Well, I was wearing a condom, so thankfully I had a little
Oh, thank
separation.
God.
No glove, no love.
So in the civilian world, though, because I am curious, like, we obviously undergo a lot of testing and whatnot. Yeah, civilians. Y'all are
Like she's
civilians.
a fucking special operations.
Yeah.
That's what we all say. That's
She
what we
is an
all
operator.
say.
Yep.
But we do know, we're doing oral rectal swab, blood, urine tests every 10 days for
That's
like
nice.
8-9 different things at least. How often are you guys actually testing?
Probably
It's been probably a decade.
I should probably get tested too.
Once a year, honestly.
He's just got syphilis sitting in
That's
his
'cause-
asshole.
Yeah. If I had syphilis, I'd break out in hives at some point. That's the great thing
Yeah,
about
I would
syphilis
hope you'd know
is
by now.
what's that?
I would hope you would know by
I think
now.
all of them. Almost all of them have some symptoms. There are symptomless, but yeah, I mean, I've never had an STD.
Except for he's had a lot of UTIs.
STI, yeah.
No, I've had like a couple in my life. Chill out. What that fucking
lot
tell
of
everybody I have
UTIs,
UTIs.
Lindsay.
But yeah, I think once a year. I mean, I've never heard him say he got tested ever. I've known him for
But
7.
like, are you having intercourse with protection, or are you just
Sometimes.
Yes.
About
Really?
about 60% of the time.
60%?
So the
So what-
majority.
And then yeah.
What makes you
sometimes
trust
I'm
them
not.
enough?
Sometimes I'm not.
But
know?
what makes you trust them enough that you're like, yeah, I'll just
Faith.
go, bro.
It's what
Faith over fear.
they look like, plus what they smell like, plus
Vibes.
their background, plus their family history. A
So a
little bit.
culmination.
I broke it down very beautifully in an old Danny Mullen YouTube video. It's Lindsay, you might not like this, but basically my rule of thumb was it was the less Christian and the higher family income basically is what you're looking for. So ideally, a wealthy Asian girl is the ultimate candidate to raw dog. Or a wealthy Jewish girl, or a highly educated Jewish or Asian girl. That is the ultimate raw dog candidate because they have good health insurance, so they can go get their STD cleared up. They also love abortion. They love abortion. The opposite end of that spectrum is going to be an impoverished Christian girl in Appalachia who will absolutely have your baby and who might have an STD because a truck driver bent her over at a fucking hoedown.
Right.
Speak from experience, huh?
You know it's so much easier than that? Getting tested.
Yeah,
Took me 5 minutes.
It's about 5 minutes?
250. Yeah.
All right.
but do
Get
you
it
respect
same
my
day.
theory? Do you respect my theory, though, Lindsay?
No.
Please?
Because despite the background or ethnicity or
Yeah.
it's so much easier to just get tested.
Yeah, but it's fun to speculate as to,
Oh my Atlanta.
Well, the good thing is about the man to your right, he does not need to get tested.
I don't know. Maybe I should.
He's a
You
virgin.
never know. I mean, if he was diddled at all
Like,
ever, he
you
could
know,
still have something.
Maybe I put my hand where I shouldn't have.
Maybe you got an STD at a public place, like gonorrhea off a toilet seat. It's
I mean,
possible.
Yeah, you did. I mean, everybody wipes their ass with one sponge in Sri Lanka.
Right.
So we might have grabbed the porter potty sponge.
Hey, we have seaweed. We have seaweed too. Damn it.
Hey, they have like dude shower wipes now. You don't need that anymore.
Not in Sri Lanka. They haven't
It's
made
one
it over.
sponge. Yeah, it's the family sponge.
That's actually a thing in some countries. They have one fucking sponge next to a hole in the ground.
That's messed
Oh
up.
my God.
Well,
Donate some sponges. Then.
I
Look.
mean, my childhood wasn't that bad, but it was close.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in South Tucson in a town called Sahuarita.
Oh, wow.
It had about 2,000 people, one post office. Yeah. And we used to steal Taco Bell napkins for
small
toilet
town
paper.
girl.
And we were in a trailer that got foreclosed. And that was why I was like, I'll do anything to get out of this.
I don't know. You could
So-
foreclose a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Foreclose
need-
a
I
trailer
didn't
either.
It was like when they tried to foreclose your dad's corrugated hut, dude. That was
How many towels were in the restroom?
We didn't use towels. Like I said, it wasn't that bad.
See, that's rougher than the average.
But my
American.
mom was also like a non-vaxxer. So then when I got older, I was like, just stab me. Just
Non-anti-vaxxer or just
Anti-vaxxer.
from COVID specifically? Like, was she always a non-vaxxer?
No,
She was
Asian.
she was like that for the past 40 years.
She's an OG non-vaxxer.
That's
She's an
tight.
OG
She's not one of those new wave
non-vaxxer.
non-vaxxers.
Yeah,
Respect.
she still does protests for like animal rights and women's like she's a huge like activist type person.
My girlfriend's grandmother does a lot of No Kings protests.
Dude, she might not be the right one. Lindsay, when did you get first vaccinated by a cock? When did you lose your virginity?
Oh,
I was like, what are you talking about here?
First vaccinated.
yeah, I got
That
some
is foul.
Pfizer for you, baby.
It was my high school sweetheart when I was 18.
Wow. So until you were 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was a private Christian high school
Wow.
homeschooled girl.
When did you decide to get into porn, and what made you do it?
I didn't want to do it. I first was actually recruited by somebody on Facebook who had a mutual friend, and it was my friend from Girl Scouts. And I was like, do you know this girl? She's like, yeah, she's pretty cool. It was Brittany Amber, but back then, and she went by like Lacey Lane. And she was like, you have a look for porn.
Wow.
And I think I was 21 and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, don't ever contact me. And I think within the year, I was working 4 jobs and I was struggling to get by. And I was, I've been doing my mom's rent for like 12 years. So I've always had like a lot more. And I was like, well, how much are we talking? And then I went from there. I found my agent. My agent actually helped me pick my name. I needed something that was close enough to my real name so I would actually like respond to it. So, so we just, yeah, kind of like a dog, You just,
It makes sense. So you can respect yourself.
So Lindsay, and then he chose Lee, and here we are.
Yeah, Mo, the thing that like originally kind of like was there to name Mo, like the first words that came out of his mom's mouth was just because a wolf showed up to eat the afterbirth.
Oh,
so for a while they were just gonna go with. And the birthing conditions are not as sanitary as they are here, Lindsay. But Lindsay, you are very sexy. And so this was when you were working at Amazon and you were like, fuck it, I can make some good money. Tell us about your first scene.
So yeah, at that point I actually was corporate Verizon. I've worked all kinds of jobs. Okay. So every time one of those haters online is like, get a real job, I'm like, I have all of them. So stop telling me that. I was corporate Verizon, and I didn't think anybody would know. And I did my first scene in Phoenix, Arizona for blackambush.com.
What website?
For what?
Blackambush.com.
Black Ambush. That's where just a bunch of white dudes come in, and then they
And then they're all dressed up as waiters.
right, and then they go, "We'd love to serve you as you wish, darling."
Yeah.
And then they like make love to you.
And it's
English
very
accent.
tender. They rub her feet.
Right, they rub your feet.
Blackambush.com.
Black
Lindsay.
Ambush.
Oh, I thought you were talking
That's
about the
fucking
steakhouse.
insane.
That was your
That's
first
an
one?
insane name.
Steakhouse.
It was an
Black
anal.
Angus.
with Javon
Anal?
Jordan.
Oh my God,
that was what
my
started
first
it,
scene
name.
ever.
I'm totally not going to go home and masturbate to that furiously. I mean,
Yeah, no,
Please
stop.
don't. That was like
So
strawberry
wait, what was the
blonde
first?
me.
Was that the first time you did anal in your own life, or you had done it in your?
No, I had done. I was actually just talking about this with Uncle Laser the other day.
Oh hell yeah,
Uncle
our
Laser,
boy!
hey,
He's
shout
been on
out.
this pod.
He's the man,
Laser,
he's the
yeah,
man.
he's
Yeah,
been
I
on
went
our
on
pod.
this podcast. I was in Austin, and we were talking about. No, I did anal for the first time with my high school sweetheart in Mexico on the beach.
Oh wow,
Sex on the
good
beach.
place to do it.
Not a good pace.
Yeah,
Oh, because of the sand. Sand, yeah.
It got
No
done.
lube.
you can use the diarrhea as lube, dude. That's the thing.
Oh,
you can.
my goodness.
The
Well,
Montezuma's
no, like
revenge.
his parents were in the Airbnb, so we had to like sneak off, and
So a black ambush sounds like something Mo would have to repel when a rival village attacks. That's a black ambush. Was it what I'm thinking about? I mean, were the guys like jumping out from behind fucking parked cars? And I mean, what was the storyline?
Yeah, what's
was
the
there
scene
actually an ambush?
No, which by the way, actually, I do have a scene that sounds like that I did on my own page.
Oh wow.
But no, Black Ambush was like you think you're gonna hook up with a white guy, and then all of a sudden he brings in this black bull.
It's a black.
Did
bull.
you know ahead of time you were going to get sodomized by a black bull, though?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I
Just wanna
knew.
make sure.
They're not gonna scare the girl in real life, and then she's just like, "I'm getting the fuck out of here." Like she'd probably walk out the door.
So you took a huge cock up your ass your first scene.
Yeah.
What does a fasting protocol look like for a scene such as?
Every girl is different, so it really just depends on like your body, and if you know your body well enough, like you have a good routine where everything's smooth, pretty clean, and you don't got to worry about anything. So yeah.
Nice.
Damn, I want to sodomize earlier. I'm sorry.
Don't say that.
I shouldn't have said that. I should.
It's okay.
I said that. I just.
It's a
you're
compliment.
hot. It's a compliment.
It means a compliment.
I want to get into porn, but I don't have the build.
Have you seen some of the guys? I'm not gonna name any guys.
I think you can
Not-
do it.
Like
I've-
Jimmy Michaels, he's a scrawny ass ginger. Looks
I think
like
he's talking about the build of
15.
his cock.
Yes.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Unfortunately, my body is just fine. I mean, Mo's body would be fine if he had a huge cock. I've seen some fat. No offense.
I mean,
Mo,
that was.
but-
I mean, you do kind of look like
What's
the,
that
the
guy?
legend. Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Ron Jeremy.
He
Oh,
does
you guys
look like-
talking about my
You're the
Uncle
exact.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
He does look like Ron Jeremy.
He looks like Sri Lankan Ron
That's
Jeremy.
why I don't wear a mustache, damn it.
Dude,
I
that's
look
you.
Like
That's you.
Freaking Freddie Mercury or Ron
That's you,
Jeremy.
I
buddy.
feel like it's more Pablo Escobar.
Yep.
Oh yeah, little Pablo. He does have a little Pablo in him.
How about
Yeah.
now?
Oh shit.
You just look like a predator.
It's funny. It's his nickname was the
Alien to
Hedgehog, and
From
a hedgehog
Narcos.
was your family pet growing up.
Huh?
Is that a pet hedgehog?
You guys would eat it too. Some of them. When it died, you guys would just eat it.
Sex with it before eating it, of
What's
course.
the point of having a pet if you can't eat it? I mean,
Fuck the hedgehog, dude. All right. Well, we do have a Patreon to get over to. This has been a really.
Has it been an
fun-
hour pod?
Yeah, it's been over an hour.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And where can we give us your Instagram and like, the boys will know what to do.
So I mean, Instagram is just the Lindsay Lee X. It's LAND.
How do you spell Lindsay Lee? Just Lindsay. Lindsay spelled with an S.
Oh, what the hell, bro? You adding her right now?
He's got his phone out ready.
Yeah, dude.
Lindsay Lee X.
Yeah, on X itself, it's just the Lindsay Lee.
Can you please tell me how to spell that exactly?
LINDSAY
Okay, see, Lindsay can be fucking tricky.
LEE.
X.
Like Bruce Lee, but Lindsay Lee.
Sure. It was the Lindsay part. Okay, I am totally not going to go watch Black Ambush tonight, I swear. I can't wait.
There are a lot of way better scenes to watch of mine than that one.
I'm
so.
going to stick to the first one. Usually the first
Okay.
performance is the best. Think
know-
Weezer's
you know,
Blue Album.
to get
Okay,
an
Led
idea-
Zeppelin 1.
To get an idea of tomorrow's scene, though, the DVD that I gave Matt Rife was the one with Scotty P, and that was Hot Wife 4 or 5, I think. I don't know.
I'm going to
Yeah,
stick to
that's a
Black
good one.
Ambush, baby.
Okay.
Black Ambush.
You enjoy.
She has better stuff, man. She's
If you want to do a sequel, Sri Lankan Ambush, we
Uh,
can go film it in the bushes right now. He's not really going to have the energy to ambush you, per se.
See,
It's
but
more
the-
he's just going to come out, hey,
I'm more of a grappler. Okay.
sex.
See, but with Asians, they have to do Asian ambush because if one can't perform, they need everybody else to try it.
I'll get a double there. I'll get a body double.
It's a unique body
Well,
to replicate. That.
Yeah, we'll see you guys over on the Patreon. Add Lindsay on Instagram. Add Mo. Our boy Matt doesn't have an Instagram. He's off the grid. That's cool.
Let's give it up for Mo. Mo's been an MVP.
Give it up for Mo, dude. Everybody, give it up for Mo. Absolute MVP.
Hey, follow Mo. Tell him he's the fucking man. Mo
Yes.
is a star.
He's a star. Follow Mo.
And Lindsay, because she's a smoke show.
Yeah, she's a smoke show. See you guys on the
Thanks,
Patreon.
guys.
Peace.